So if you're a rider who's rode on tracks before on other bikes or two-stroke bikes, or you know, enjoy jumping two-wheeled motorcycles, um, or anything of that sort, and you're trying to get back to riding, and that's something you're going to plan on using the bike that you're buying to go and do, this is not the bike for you. Um, if that's something you really, really want to do, is be able to have a bike to take it down to the track, down the road where you live, and go jump it and race it and have fun with your friends down at the track, this is definitely not the bike for you. Um, you're probably more or less looking at, the 450, the big brother version of this. This is the 300L. So, what type of person should buy this motorcycle? Someone who wants to go and use it as a short commuter, maybe to work or to, the store. Um, Not saying that you're going to carry a whole lot on the way home unless you know, do some accessories to this thing or carry a backpack around with you. But you're someone who's looking for maybe a decent wheelie bike, or maybe someone who's looking for something that they want to buy brand new, that isn't an arm and a leg, that has amazing maintenance intervals, and that is reliable. Um, those are a lot of the things that I was really looking for into a bike. That really wasn't necessarily too small for me or something that I was gonna outgrow too fast. This bike puts out plenty of power, and there's, eventually there's things that you could do to this bike to get even more power out of it. Over 30 horsepower. Um, so, if you want a bike to meet up with your buddies and do some wheelies and stuff and hang out and ride the beach, or, hit the trails and do some solo camping, do a little, some small adventure riding on, this is definitely the bike for you guys. And one of the bigger reasons why I went with this bike over the Kawasaki, I've said before in other videos, is because of the replacement parts on it are significantly cheaper on this bike than they are the Honda. So for this bike, it was an 8,000 mile oil change. Your break-in period, and then everything after that's 8,000 miles. So you can't ask much more for that. Um, these bikes are hard to come by, and when they got one in brand new, I bought it. This is the ABS model, so it cost me a little bit more, but I am again able to, turn that ABS off by holding that switch, and therefore I'm able to, lock the back tire up into a turn or whatever, need be. Um, but back on topic again, guys. Um, if you've got some money to play with, or maybe you're trying to finance the bike or put some money down and stuff like that, um, if there's not a Honda available, hey, go for the Kawasaki. I raced some Kawasaki's a few times, and I love their performance. But this is just a bike that I plan on keeping forever, and I wanted it to be reliable, low maintenance, and that's why I chose this bike. Again, so these are the reasons that I want. This isn't necessarily something that, hey, this bike might not be for you, because of the softer suspension, but I don't plan on going and jumping this bike very often. I'll do a couple small things, or, but most of it is going to be trail riding and getting up with some buddies and going camping, solo camping and fishing and adventure riding. And my goal, actually, this coming up summer in 2023, I plan on trying to take a trip around the entire coast of Florida, from the west coast around to the east coast, and hit some state parks and give you guys some more feedback on the bike, and the do's and don'ts to go solo camping in Florida. So again, guys, like, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments, tell your friends, share it, and appreciate it. Have a good night.